Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks, a live toy talk show. Tonight, we're going to talk about all of the things from this year's PowerCon. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay, and filling in the role of John tonight is friend of the channel, Ryan Doell. Doell, how you doing tonight?
No, hang on. I got something happening here on my end.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Hang on. There we go. Sorry. I had weird.
Did you have the...
as a robot.
Okay. Are we good now?
Okay. We're good now. We're good now. You're coming in as a robot. Everything's great. I'm happy to be here.
Good. But for those, the reason Dole's filling in tonight is John, him and his wife Susan, they have their beloved dog named Murphy, and he's not doing too well. So, however, good thoughts, prayers, whatever works for you, please send it John and Susan's way, and Murphy, the dog's way. As he's going through some bad health stuff. So, I mean, there's nothing good about that. So hopefully, I don't know, just send all the good thoughts and goodwill. No, John to get plastic surgery. No, it's his beloved dog, Murphy, is
not
doing
for his doctor for a return, if that's the case.
So it's nothing worse than when your beloved pet, gets ill or anything like that. So
yeah, that's yeah.
So Dole, thank you for filling in for John today, because PowerCon. I'm glad you were able to jump on, just because I felt like you had some of the strongest FOMO out of any of my friends by not being here or there this weekend.
So they're like, I really wanted to rub it in. Just
But anyway, so excited that you're here. I need to say hello to the chat. The chat is hopping as always, even when I literally walked into the door to my house like 10 minutes ago. Let's say hello. Where are we? I'm going to start here. We're going to start with James, Helder, Casino Skunk, David, Plastic Nostalgia, A Punk with Toys, Charlie Weaver, Battle Armor Dad became a member. So we'll give one of these. Hold on. Wait, nope. There it is.
I got family.
Welcome.
Great Instagram account too, by the way.
Battle Armor Dad. There you go. Justin is here. Josh Frost, Andy Silva, Oz. Got to hang out with Oz this weekend. That was awesome. Flash Chase, Nelson A, Fake Wood Table, Mecha Manblade is here. Tony Taponi, Eddie, Free Reign, Bobby from Texas, Quip, Daniel, Rob, Ramen Toy. Got to meet and hang with him for a little bit of the con, like one of the star toy makers at the con this year. Mr. Home Alone, Kevin, good to see you. Matt Cloud, Flash, Quip, Jason. Got to meet Jason in real life. So many meets and meeting you all, which was really freaking cool. So thank everybody for saying hey, for chatting me up, because that was probably my favorite part of the whole weekend, was getting to meet so many of you. Mint with card. Good evening, everyone. Overman, whoa, James, Matt, Peak Obi-Wan is here. Comics, and so many more. Thank you, everybody, for coming to hang out with us tonight. I have a beef with Taco Bell I had for dinner. Oh my god. Yeah, this channel is strictly vegetarian after I don't know, the end of this week or something. Okay.
That's why I can't do Stump That John tonight, because no more beefs. I don't want you know what, can I just say something about that?
Sure,
for one hot
absolutely.
second, Jay, just to get it out of the way. What's really funny was, like, after what happened last week, I was like, well, I'm going to take all my ideas I had for Ryan versus John for Stump That John.
We still should do that, though.
I'm throwing them all out the window. People will believe that I really want to fight John. I don't need that. I don't need that stress.
The thing is, like, everyone would know that John would beat any of us in a fight of some sorts, or so. I think it'd be
now
fun.
that you said that, now I have to fight him.
But yeah, it should be a ton of fun. It is this Wednesday, the Steve Harvey thing. We'll talk about it a little bit more towards the end of the show. Let's see, as if I couldn't be any more annoying this week, playing the show out loud while grocery shopping. That's all right, Greg. But really, Joel, the thing I heard the most was like, it was your reaction to Craig's little story is what made people believe it so much. Like, oh man, Dole's despondent. He doesn't want to take sides. Like, that was the thing that sold it.
Let's put it this way: if that really happened, because anyways, we'll get into it at the end.
Sure. Dolverine is best at what he does, and what he does, we don't quite know. I'm kind of shocked. We got to talk about Mondo today, but I'm kind of shocked we didn't see Dolverine being presented at their booth today. You know, Dole does deserve an Oscar. Got to meet Brian Carr in real life again. So many people. It was the most like I've ever, even because I've been podcasting for years and years and years. It's probably the most like people that I've met from a community that I've been a part of ever. It was just a crazy. I think
you like Toy Anxiety, Geek Dad Life. This includes John. So John, you're gonna have to like close the store for a couple days. And
we're just to set up there so we can keep the store running, right?
Absolutely, right. And Mad Hatter, we should just get a booth with Tony Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And we should have it make sure it's next to Ace.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just push Flip Wars and Phantasms for a weekend.
I love it.
I'm just pitching that now. Tony, if you're listening, I'm pitching it. I'm pitching it.
Mark, I had to meet Mark in real life, Hedgehog as well. There's stories. There are stories. Those will be in After Dark. So for any of the patrons, you can come hang out with us in After Dark, where I'll share my PowerCon hauls. And I've got an insane story that it turned into an insane part of my toy haul. So that'll be for our After Dark hangout. It's too juicy. It's too juicy for main feed, I think, if that makes sense. And there'll need to be a little bit more editing in my head on the story. But anyway, it's a crazy.
You don't have to. It's After Dark.
I know. But even After Dark, I think I need it. Anyways, it just stay tuned for anybody who's a patron coming out After Dark. Okay. So, Dole, I was there, and even though I was there and I did all these videos, I still feel like there's tons, like I'm seeing pictures. It's like, well, where the hell was that? I completely missed it. But where do you want to start off with the things revealed at the PowerCons?
Can we just kick off with Mondo? I haven't got to see clear photos. I've seen everyone's photos of the screen. I don't know if you have any like.
I do. Okay, here's the thing.
Photo.
I have the presentation. It was given to me earlier this week to review, to be ready for the panel. And I got permission from Mondo to share it, but we have not gotten the permission from Marvel and Mattel yet to share it. So I know. I'm so sorry, Dole. Like I have these crispy clean images sitting here, right here on my laptop. Like, even what if I did it like it was still?
I might as well just look at people's photographs of the screen.
Yeah, here we go. Here it is, right here.
Makes me sick.
Again, Peter was working his butt off to try it, but the thing is, I don't think anybody like at Mattel or whatever was around this weekend to give permission. So
no, it's a Masters of the Universe convention, and every toy company was there except Mattel.
But it's not a Motu convention anymore. That's kind of the thing. It's not that.
This to me piques my interest more than it just being a Motu collection. But to go back to those photos of those reveals, I have to just right off the bat, I'm gonna geek out about that Rogue.
Yeah, let's pull it. Colleen took pictures and posted on our Twitter.
God bless Colleen.
I was just because I wanted to live stream it. Mondo was cool with live streaming it, but Val and PowerCon, they weren't okay with live streaming it. So I was like, come on.
You know what? God bless Colleen for going to you all for all this stuff and having the Kenergy to do it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I mean, I don't have, I guess I have my Twitter logged in. Let's go with this one, maybe. Here we go. But yeah, so it was like, couldn't get the live stream done. I was like, okay. And then Peter's like, okay, cool, but you can just share it with your stream later on today. It's like, oh, but wait, we still don't have Mattel. Or anyway, so once we get the permission, Peter and Hector, like, we can jump on and do another stream if you want to share the nice, crispy, clean pictures. So Doel, if you're around, I'll bring you on for that too, so you can be a part of it.
I'll just join in for that and then leave.
Yeah, and then that'll be all it is. But anyways, we'll look at it, and I'll do my best to I don't know, describe what's going on, I guess. Let's see, where's X is weird now. I don't know how to like navigate it anymore. Are we calling it X? Are we still calling it Twitter? What's the best thing? I'm calling it
Twitter. I don't mean to dead name it, but I'm going to.
Yeah, it's
Twitter.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Twitter.
I'm not giving Musker the time. Like, I'm like, no.
What are you talking about? He's a brilliant genius. Everything he does is a great idea. Okay, so you want to start with Rogue?
Yeah, I do. I do want to start with X-Men, then we'll get into the.
I mean,
there's no Batman reveals other than like we get to kind of
the Phantasm. We got to see, right? Yeah, yep. So yeah, Rogue with the evolution head sculpt. What's your policy again on the big hair on Rogue?
Well, that's the funny thing. I don't know if you know this. She was supposed to be revealed months ago.
Yes.
And the moment they said, they heard me on Toy Anxiety say my number one rule of Rogue. Her hair must always be bigger than her ass. So they went back. They fixed her. Here we are.
Yes.
So thank you. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Hector, making sure that she is done correctly. This is gorgeous. When I close my eyes and think of Rogue, I think of two different versions.
Okay.
Technically three, if I'm going to include Joe Mad.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this animated one.
Yeah.
I'm a witness to her thickness. She's amazing. And of course, Jim Lee, right? You can't help but not think of Jim Lee.
Absolutely. And yeah, but what I loved about her, and I don't know, Mega J was filming, but this is going to be the first figure with a base. So that Sentinel is going to be a base that comes with the figure, that kind of smush Sentinel head. Right. And so, yeah, they're really trying to, convey the power of Rogue. And so the accessories of the smash gun and all that kind of stuff, but also her being the stand of the Sentinel, smush Sentinel face is going to be really freaking cool.
I love the Sentinel head. I wonder if there's a way they're going to do it so we can, like, if it doesn't come like where the base lights up like the sparks.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's going to be a way that we can customize it to do that. But that's me. Yeah. But make sure you quote it under Ryan from Geek Dad Life. You can just make sure you said Doel from Geek Dad Life. That'd be perfect, Peter, if you could. The Evolution Rogue head is such a nice touch as well.
Right. I love that.
So if they ever do Scarlet Witch, I really hope they do that, like the craft style Scarlet Witch head. And God, that show, folks, I know if you've listened to Toy Anxiety, you've heard me say this before, and I will say it here just to kind of double down. And I don't mean this as a hot take. I honestly mean this in my heart of hearts. I actually think X-Men Evolution is a better show than X-Men 92.
Yep, I've heard you say, and it's not just you that I've heard say that. It is absolutely I don't know, like not a cult hit, but I don't know, I've heard.
Well, I think it just went under everyone's radar because it wasn't X-Men 92. The kind of the same way the Batman animated cartoon from 2003 went under my radar because it wasn't Batman animated series. Then I find it later and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then this one I jumped onto right away because I was like, oh, they're in high school. This is actually kind of fun.
Yep.
And then the series retains its quality of animation the whole way through. Nothing starts to fizzle out. The story continues the whole way through.
Yep.
They weren't they weren't nailed down or held back by trying to just recreate the stories that we saw in the comics. because if people remember from X-Men 92, they could do Mutant Genesis from the Jim Lee time. Then at that time, they already caught up because the comics, it takes like a year or two to tell a story.
Yeah.
So then they had to be like, oh, we've already done the Jim Lee stuff. We're already caught up. Well, let's go back and do Dark Phoenix. So they had to go back and do the old X-Men stories with the new characters.
Yeah.
Which is why X-Men 97 is so intriguing to me, because now you can get those characters again doing the stories that came after Mutant Genesis. I'm talking a lot about X-Men history, I know, but what made X-Men Evolution so special is that it did feel like it came from that time of the early 2000s.
Yep.
And, and just the style and everything, it's so good. It's so good. And again, I'm not saying 92 is bad just because I think one's better.
Yeah.
They're both amazing cartoons. And we should be very, very thankful and grateful we got this much good X-Men content. And I really hope it's making a comeback this year.
Same. And I speaking of X-Men 97, right before we get into that, I do want to plus in the super chat from Matt Bush, who I met in real life as well this weekend. Doel on a tangent is Gotham City tonight. Is this Gotham City tonight? But and the thing is, Matt Bush, he got himself a very minty on card.
I am so stoked.
Cyborg.
So that means I get two, right? So as long as
you get one loose and
as long as
if both Matt and I die, is that the logic here?
That's the logic here. I'm going to be in the will for both of you. I'm going to get both those cyborgs. And then one I can take out and do an opening. I can do an unboxing video on Gotham City tonight. When I'm like 70, I'll bring the show back if it's gone by then. And it'll be like, Gotham City Tonight returns with a special unboxing of Superpowers Cyborg.
Oh my god. All right, speaking of X-Men 97 though, we have an official X-Men 97 release as part of their 6-scale X-Men line, and it's your favorite character of all time, Cyclops.
Yours and mine. Jake Gladfelter of X-Men, Cyclops, which is why he's my favorite.
Wait, why am I Cyclops? I thought Craig's Cyclops. Damn it.
Well, we all know Jacob Walsh is Beast.
For sure.
Right? 100%. He's Beast.
Real quick, I love this like whip. So Jay and Matt Bush are never allowed in the same place at once. Designated survivor rules.
Guys, I made you Kool-Aid.
Just drink it. It's fine.
Drink it. It's good. It's a little burny, but it's there's booze.
Oh my god!
I do like that they included the jacket.
Yes.
Because it takes me back again to Marvel versus Capcom games.
Yep.
Where you throw the jacket off and get ready to fight, and even the optic blast effects on this too.
Yep.
Beautiful stuff.
Yep. And how about the additional head here? The what was it, kind of the Fever Wolverine, Fever Dream, Sentinel, Cyclops?
Yep.
It is the bonus head that comes with this set.
Gene. It's I'm pretty sure even the yelling head screams Gene.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, it's this one looks really cool. The jacket is the same design as the Canadian Wolverine. I think, right? So yeah, so the jacket, the middle, the vest part of the jacket you can put on and off, and the arms are swappable with the jacket arms.
Well, if Mondo's listening, let's make a Craig head for this so we can have Craig Klops to go with
Craig Klops. Oh my god. Well, I got to meet Alex, who's done all the sculpts for the Marvel stuff, as well as the Batman stuff. I believe he's the one who made the Dolverine head.
He is, yeah.
Really nice guy. So kudos to him. He's doing incredible stuff. Stuff.
This stuff's beautiful.
And then the next thing that when I first saw it in the slide deck a couple days ago, the Spider-Man reveal was absolutely stunning. I'm going to try and find it here. But what was your kind of first thoughts of seeing Spider-Man?
Again, exciting, because I can never go wrong with more Spider-Man toys, first off.
Yep.
Even if it's basic, I think just like Wolverine, I probably got more Spider-Mans and Wolverines than maybe even Batman's, because Batman always has like a different costume.
Yep.
Not those two. Well, even the Wolverine goes through variations. So does Spider-Man. But I mean, for the most part, you could always pick up a basic Spider-Man. And it's always going to look amazing.
Absolutely.
Plus, what I like about these, and I actually prefer this style of 1/6 figure of Spider-Man over Hot Toys.
Really? So you don't like the cloth goods kind of deal, the spandexy?
Because I've seen people sell them after, or try to sell them after they've had them.
Yeah.
And where the fabric area where the joints are always seem to kind of fade or wear. And I was always like, again, when they announced 2099 Miguel from Across the Spider-Verse, it had the joints that people complained and they went soft goods, and I was like, oh. This I'd rather have. Yeah. Like, this to me is like totally my jam. 100%.
And this detail, Alex actually sculpted the Mary Jane picture there. So it's actual sculpted picture of Mary Jane.
That means Mary Jane's on the way. Mary Jane confirmed?
Yeah, I think I said that during the panel.
Oh, did you?
But yeah, pretty much.
Mondo Jane, let's get that happening. I love that outfit. I want Zendaya to wear it in the next Spider-Man movie. Like 100%. I love this. I love the camera in the webbing accessory.
Yep.
And it looks like the one web where it's holding the fist, like he's swinging. I wonder if you can, because it's got that loop at the end.
Yep.
I wonder if that means you can hang him upside down.
Ooh. Peter, can we hang him upside down?
You're in I see you there. I see you.
But yeah, I think it's really exciting. It just adds more things. Confirmed. I don't think that word means what Dole thinks it means.
Yeah.
The Peter head is perfect. Again, once we can share the clean images here, you're gonna see it looks absolutely incredible. Where's I had another chat here that I wanted to plus in. I forgot it. Anyway, okay. Now the one I was most excited about was this symbiote. Symbiote? What are we saying? Symbiote? I can't remember. I was confused.
Symbiote?
Symbiote? Zendaya?
Venom? Symbiote?
But I absolutely love this thing. I don't know if it's fully coming across here in like the cell phone picture images, but the blue, that like animated blue kind of shading looks amazing. I think this black suit Spidey is gonna be. This is the one I really want. This is a must buy.
Is this getting a regular release?
I believe so, or I don't know. It seemed like it.
Because it just because of the repaint style, it just feels like such a variant exclusive thing to do.
If it's gonna be a variant release, like it's Peter, Hector, you make enough of these things.
Yeah, at least one for me. Because if there's one thing I always constantly buy, it's black suit Spider-Man.
That's what I think. Like Black Suit Spider-Man is so. I feel like he should be in. He's pushing normal release territory, I guess is what I'm saying. He should.
Yeah, because that one's people love that costume. I know. Yeah. Well, just like anything else, when change happens, when it first came out, people hated it. I remember reading old letters in comic books. People just like, what is he going back to the regular? Like the sad comments are unreal about the costume. And then now it's like one of the most popular costumes.
Yeah,
you could think of, right? So
I've always liked it since the first time I saw it as a kid. I was like, oh, what's that Spider-Man about?
Yeah.
What's this
He's
Spider-Man
so
about?
Angry all the time. And I can't wait for Spider-Man 2 on PS5, right? Which goes along with this.
Oh, for sure. So you know, it's confirmed. Peter says too important to be a special release, I guess.
Excellent.
But yeah, really, really pumped for those. And it was kind of cool to see the reactions to it live with the people in the audience. Because
I hope he has a really angry Peter Parker face. With like bags under the eyes, like the dark circles.
Gotta have the bags under the eyes for sure. And then we had the Phantasm, but we didn't get to see the what's her name again? I'm blanking now. When she's not as the Phantasm.
Oh, Andrea.
Andrea, thank you, good Lord. The Andrea, because they told us about it at Comic-Con, but we didn't see it. And it's looking pretty good. This is gonna be another amazing figure.
Because they had Phantasm at San Diego, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I saw this show up, I was like, they're doing the Andrea torso as well.
Yep.
Which to me was like, oh, well, this is an instant buy now.
Well, absolutely, because and they talked about it, I saw the Hedgehog
spoiler. Yes, spoilers right now.
Listen, Kenner spoiled that years ago, okay? But yeah, it's they were kind of trying to decide between doing 2 separate releases, and instead they kind of give you 2 for 1. Right. And Alex did a really good job and the team did a good job of sculpting it to where you can't, the Andrea or the Phantasm, it'll look good either way. And this is another really freaking cool figure.
It's so good. I love the smoke.
Yes.
Like just the smoke.
The
smoke effects.
Mm-hmm.
We need more of that. We need more.
Yep.
I love it.
Allison, Phantasm is a girl now. What kind of woke nonsense is that? Okay, and then we also had the different variants on that big soft goods vinyl juggernaut that we saw at Comic-Con. So we had the black suit variants and this pretty sick Colossus one.
I love that thing so much. It's gonna take every part of my will to it's so big. I don't know where to put it.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, I need it.
Yeah, right. Right.
like that might be the best Juggernaut figure we've ever received.
Oh, my kids just came home. I haven't seen them in several days. Hey, Zachy, how are you, buddy?
Hi, kids.
Okay, Zachary, they don't need to see that.
Very cool. You stubbed your toe?
This is.
Orange his foot.
Oh, look at this. How could people be mad at this man? He's a family man. He loves his kids.
You look tan. You're at the pool all weekend? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. They were living their best lives with their grandparents.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. Let's keep moving on because we don't have enough time to get all these. But okay. Orko, the Masters of the Universe stuff is freaking amazing.
As always.
And I'd argue this Orko has the chance to be one of the great releases just because of everything that it contains.
Again, I want the clear pictures so I can see that face under the scarf.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And once you can see it, I think you'll appreciate it as well. But the fact that it has a full Orko body underneath. What? And it's soft goods over like the Orko underneath the clothes.
God, that's unreal. That's so good. Oh, you're right. The head does look good.
The head is good. And you're getting Drail and Cartoon Orko. All of these are included.
So you need to buy 2 if you want Drail.
No, I think it's just she's in there as well.
God dang it. Talk about bang for your buck.
Right? Well, and it makes sense from like they're probably going to want to try and keep it at $250, right? So it's a smaller figure, so you just throw in more stuff.
Yeah, but no other company does that. One Jawa.
Here's
$20.99, right? Like it's just.
Say another company decided to do a snarf. There's no way they wouldn't, throw in extra stuff with the snarf if you're keeping the same price.
Kyle's gonna watch this.
I'm gonna get a text from Kyle in 3, 2, 1. And yes, they did. I was just like, so is Orko shredded under the end of that robe? And yeah, they did confirm Orko's gonna be pretty jacked under there with tattoos, a lot of tattoos actually.
That's cool. That's they're actually prison tattoos.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, $250. Hell no. Again, I don't know the price. I'm just guessing. Like maybe that's why they're throwing in all of this stuff.
Oh yeah, prices are not confirmed.
No, not confirmed. Not confirmed. Anyway, let's move along. Singing a song. Hold on, let me stop. Let's go to where are we at here? Hold on. Let's get away from Orko. Let's talk about where are we at? Colleen. And Colleen did these pictures in the car while we were driving. which was a ton of fun.
Yeah, you were already, it's Geek Dad Life all over every news channel.
Right.
Like over every toy website. Geek Dad Life, got these photos.
That's all Colleen. She did it and then posted everything. I love the jumbo retro figure. So now the pictures aren't doing it justice off of the cell phones. Again, hopefully we can share the nice high-res images soon enough. But it is like the vintage figure, but up to 15 inches. But the inside of the scare glow, it's a skeleton inside a clear body that's glow in the dark.
Jeez. It's like they made the toy for both Dan Larson and myself.
Right? And
that's insane.
This thing is so freaking cool. And it's translucent vinyl or vinyl over a real glow in the dark skeleton.
That's insane. But I love it.
Like this is gonna be so cool. It's gonna be
if
so
that thing
cool.
goes as hard as the Matty Origins Scare Glow, you're gonna need
being
you
that
can't
glowy,
have that in your bedroom. It's just gonna be like having the light on.
They need. I mean, again, I don't know. Whenever we have them on again, maybe we can ask, like, who's your glow in the dark guy? Is it the same as the Mattel guy? Can we get that? We need the really, 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 really insane glow in the dark. Yeah, they kind of went through the design and the skeleton body, but it's absolutely incredible. It's incredible.
That's so cool.
And then they showed more updates on Tila. Tila's looking incredible. Like again, I think having like the feminine with also just the sheer power. I think they've nailed it with the sculpt.
Yeah.
And Evil Lynn looks great, coming with Screech as well, which is pretty cool.
Man, like seriously, I need to win a lottery because first off, I love Screech because I had that had that toy as a kid. I love it. These figures are always so good.
Yep.
Like, and I can't do it. I don't have enough money. I need to get Rogue. I need to get Phantasm.
Yeah.
I need to get Juggernaut.
You just kind of have to you have to choose, right? You have to pick and choose your battles.
You do. We all saw Craig's thumbnail on Toy Anxiety. If you haven't, it pretty much is a sad picture of him saying he's too poor for toys.
Yeah.
And that's all of us.
That's all of us right now, for sure. For sure. Disco Skeletor. So last PowerCon, the one in Anaheim.
I can't.
Somebody in the audience asked for a Disco Skeletor, and they have fulfilled on that ask. And so that deluxe Skeletor that was just set up for pre-orders a couple months ago, they're gonna have a Disco Skeletor version of him with gold paint. Like, it's gonna look incredible, and I'm so pumped.
I really hope it's reflective in some way, so it's like if you shine a light on it does have a disco effect to it.
Like, so yeah, some kind of sparkly. Like, throw some sparkles in there or something.
You're hearing it here first, folks. I know they're taking notes. I want to be the person that imagines, not the idea.
Right. Well, hearing them talk about, because they had the flocked Panther, and I shared that video on Friday, I think.
Yeah, amazing.
And,
that looks so good too.
Oh, it looks incredible. But just kind of hearing them talk about, like, yeah, but it was awful trying to get that to work. So I'm sure, like, any of these, like, make it sparkly, make it. It's like, no, shut up, stop suggesting things.
But this looks so good. It really does. I love the Disco Skeletor variant anyways from 2006.
Yep.
2003. What do they call it? Sorry, someone in the chat.
Or 2000X is what 2000X is its kind of nickname. And Hedgehog, he bought one at the con, the vintage one. Vintage. But
vintage now. But
yeah, for sure.
I loved that repaint. I thought it was so cool.
Free bags of fake cocaine.
Yeah, it goes to Studio Eternia. That's free parties.
But I do love the idea of a little bit of, like, if you shine a light on it, it just has a little bit of disco, just a little bit.
Yep, just a little bit. That's all I need. That's so good, though. It looks so good. These colors are so ridiculous and wonderful. And toys need to do this more often. Agreed.
And then where is? Here we go. The first ever vehicle in the line was announced. That's right. A 6-scale Mondo Motu vehicle. They're rocking. Let me get up here.
Oh,
Where
man.
are you at?
This makes me nervous.
Sky sled. They're making a sky sled, which
This
is a
makes
great
sense.
first
I
vehicle.
thought it was going to be like that. What's the one with the giant?
Oh, Bashosaurus.
Bashosaurus. I thought I was gonna. For some reason, my head was like, "Oh God, they're gonna do something ridiculous." But this is cool. This makes sense. This makes sense. It's cool. It's cool.
But it's cool because Emiliano, who has been working on Motu stuff since 2000X, like does the designs, right? Like sketches out the designs.
Yeah.
He's also the brains behind Legends of Dragonor. He was in the video. He's the one that did the tour of the Dragonor.
I watched that today to do my research. There's one beautiful figure in that I really, really want, but we can get into it.
Yeah, we'll definitely dig into that. So they sketched it out, and he was like, "Well, why don't you want the little dragon sticker to be real?" So he's just like, "What if we made that a panel so when you take it off, you get to see the inside of the sky sled?" And it's absolutely brilliant. And again, it's a great first vehicle for them to work on and play with.
This is awesome. This is so cool.
Yeah, it turned out great. And yeah, it's like, do you have space for it or not? We'll see. But yeah, it looks really, really good. I'm trying to find. I'm pretty sure Colleen posted Nightmare pictures. Did you see Nightmare going around on the internet?
Is that the pony?
The pony.
I call it a pony just to piss people off.
Let's do it. Riding.
It's a glow pony, isn't it?
Glow pony. Actually, damn it, it should just be called Glow Pony. So yeah, they were talking about, what's the follow-up to the cats, right? Because they did Battle Cat and Panther, and they now have created a new character, new beast for the lore. So this is something they created. This did not exist before, and created this character called Nightmare, which is going to be a Scareglow's steed.
That's a brilliant name, by the way.
Right? Absolutely.
Like, that's brilliant. I know I like Glow Pony, but this is
also good. Like I'm seeing a lot of Glownies here.
Glownies? Oh,
Glownie?
We just created something here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glownie.
Glownies for all of us who collect glow in the dark.
And so this looks great as just a glow in the dark horse, right? But they didn't stop there. They added armor for this bad boy. And
God.
A look at that.
I can't look.
But purple and green, like it's Beetlejuice, it's Scareglow. It's just so many great haunted combos of the purple and green. It's so good.
I grew up, for those of you who, well, a lot of you know, but for those who don't know, I grew up on a farm and I grew up with horses.
Yep.
This is like a dream come true for us. Like, because I do like characters that have horses, ride horses, that kind of.
Yeah. This
is why when I was watching the Barbie movie and Ken was like, and I thought it had something, the patriarchy had something to do with horses. I was upset when I found it. Yeah. That's me. I felt that. I felt that in my soul when it didn't include horses. This is, I would buy this without even a Scareglow. I would buy this.
It
kind of has,
cool.
What was the other He-Man like thing? Black Star?
Sure, yeah. Yep.
Kind of reminds me of his dragon.
Oh, yeah, the dragon. Yeah.
The dragon had the glow in the dark teeth, by the way. Still got 2 of those. Yellow wings. Pow!
So cute.
Yeah. So cute. Because I like animals you can ride, okay? But this is so cool. This is legit one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life.
And, it's funny when I saw it for the first time, and I think I was messaging Pete, I was like, it's amazing, but now I'm bummed I didn't get Scareglow. And here's the thing. They also announced that they're going to do a new deluxe Scareglow that will be able to ride this Glownie.
Hey, Mondo, I want you to consider one thing. Payment plans. Lisa needs braces. Payment plans. Lisa needs braces.
The Mondo card, like Apple has their own credit card. Mondo, sorry.
Yeah, can I get one of those? Just put it on my Mondo card.
And there were questions around Swiftwind, all the other type of horse characters, and I think it was Bob, director of sales, like something to the effect of yes to all of the above. Sure, I think all of those are in play now that you made this horse type creature. But I think anything, and they've said this multiple times, if people keep buying them, they can do anything really. So it's a matter of if there's enough people buying them, they can keep making more of them, and it's that simple. So if that's the case, then anything to me, it's just like name a thing, it could eventually be made, and I think that's just the deal.
That's insane. Oh, Jacob Walsh, happy birthday, Jacob Walsh. Also, happy birthday to Brick Something.
I almost forgot to tell him happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Is it Brick Something's birthday as well? Did I miss that? Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's Brick Something's birthday as well, I believe. Today or tomorrow. Either way, it's coming up. Everyone celebrate Brick Something.
Absolutely. Happy birthday, Brick Something. Okay. That is the Mondo of it all. We've spent 41 minutes and there's a bajillion other things. Doel, what thing do you want to talk about next?
Okay, let's go to the dragons.
The Dragonor or the...
Yes, I want to do dragon from Formo.
Yeah, Formo toys.
Formo, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm FOMO. I'm FOMO toys.
You're FOMO. They're Formo. Hold on,
Formo toys. Yes, I want to talk about them.
Yes,
and I do want to talk about those. What is it called? Like
Cyberzoic or
there's not cybers. Well, those I want to talk about as well. Those Dino Riders. But the other thing, it's like
the AWOC. Animal Warriors of the Kingdom?
Cool Women of the Casket.
Oh, yeah. We got those too. Yep.
Cool Women of the Casket. That's not what they're called, by the way.
No, we got pictures of them too. Colleen went to that booth.
Don't tell me about the payment plans, Peter. Jake, stop telling me about payment plans. Stop it.
All right, let's still loading. There we go. Okay, it's uploaded. All right. So let's pull up Formo toys. And really, nobody wants to hear me talk any more than I already am. Hold on. Get out of here, Jay. Calm down. Act like you've been here before. Hold on. Where is it? Damn it. But yeah, so we've known about these for a while. Originally, they were going to be called Lords of Power, and they definitely kind of were fulfilling. What? Yeah. They got that cease and desist. Right. But they were originally going to try and like fill in that original Mark Taylor kind of designs for Motu, right?
Yeah.
In a new
Can
line.
I say I like this name better?
I agree. Like Lords of Power that's part of the history of Motu, but I feel like this gives it a more singular, I don't know, it makes it more unique.
Yeah, I kind of knew about it, but mostly because of this channel. And it wasn't until your interview with them today that you posted today, from the weekend.
Yeah. Where
they're kind of talking about the lore and these characters. And I was like, okay, I now officially want more.
Oh, yeah, there's Emiliano. Awesome dude. Awesome guy. Okay. These were the figures they unveiled, these three guys right here in front. But people were buying them on Friday when I got there because we drove from Raleigh to there, so we didn't get there till like 5 something on Friday. And just people were just buying them because they finally had them there, right? And they're starting to send out people that ordered Wave 1. They had Wave 1 in hand at the show. And so if you ordered it, those are arriving as well. What was kind of cool was if you had a pre-order, they let you just pick it up there. Like they had sets and you could just say
they had a thing where you could.
Yeah. Right. That's awesome.
Need every toy company to think about that.
Yep. Yeah. It was really clever because you're right. Because how many times you're like, well, I pre-ordered it, but sorry, somebody else has to buy it before I get it or something like that, right?
Yeah. Like, again, I know that all these companies, like even Sideshow, Sideshow doesn't even like to go to conventions anymore.
I know.
Conventions. And I understand Hasbro as well is just like, well, then we have to like have a store, and I'm just like, just do it. I think that's one of the fun things about going to the convention is the shit that you pick up there.
Yep.
These.
Yep. But so I didn't get I got the exclusive set. Like I got it pre-ordered. So I went to pick it up. The PowerCon exclusive 3-pack.
Nice.
But I didn't get the Wave 1. But I'll tell you what, Doel. When I saw these things in hand, they are absolutely stunning. The paint apps, the feel of these figures, like you have in your mind the knockoff Motu toy, right?
Yeah.
But those are incredible in their own right. Like I love so many of the different, Motu style, wrestler style figures from the 80s. But what these have accomplished in terms of paint application, sculpt, and everything, like they just feel and look incredible in person. And so once I saw them, I was like, I'm buying all of these. So I bought all of Wave 1. And at the time, it was still early enough. They still had the early bird cardboard castle that you got if you did the early bird pack. They had a few of them there. So I bought everything that they had there. And this line, I'm going to do a review of that whole Wave 1, is a stunner. I think it's an absolute stunner. I know some people are like, it's not for me. It's not my scale, whatever. But I'll tell you, like these in person looked absolutely incredible. And so they premiered Wave 2. This is Wave 2, these 3 figures here in the front. And then they also had Wave 1.5, which was this Arctic version of the main hero, as well as a variant of the bad guy. And then they also had this sick, let's see, once we go past them, this translucent version. Where are we?
Those ones look great too. Hang on. Yeah.
We're talking about the dragon. Oh, here. Yeah. Like, she looks incredible. And then this fire version, all translucent plastic.
Yeah, because they're using their powers.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
These are so good. The green guy, for those of you who don't know, that's what Jacob Walsh looks like when he tells people he's vegan.
This guy or no?
No, the green dude from Wave 2.
Okay. Oh, with all the leaves and stuff.
That's right.
And then they had these cutouts for future figures. I couldn't show them there, but the other big question people have are the dragons. When are we getting the dragons? And so I asked Emiliano that, and he's trying. And it's in the video, but he's trying to negotiate a price, right? So I think the factory's coming at him at $70 a pop. And I think he's trying to get him down to $60 a pop. That's the range he wants to try and get to $60 per dragon.
Right.
Which for me, these dragons are big. They have alternates. So you could either have them like be more humanoid or, actually a thing that your figures can ride on. And I think $60 is great.
That's ridiculously affordable.
Yeah. So again, who knows if it comes, but that's what he's fighting for. That's what he's trying for. And then we'll kind of see where it goes from there.
There's a dude that was shown at the end. He was the good brother.
Yes, this guy in blue.
That's the figure. Because I was watching this and I was like, for some reason, that is the figure where I was like,
yeah,
I'm buying that.
Yep. But just like the colors are just so vivid. Like
they're so
just
good.
A video.
Plus that sculpt, it looks like a Japanese demon mask.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? Like it's just it looks so cool.
Yep.
And this just spoke to me, and I think because like you said, the vibrant colors,
the
style of them, I was just like, that's me. That's me. If I was a toy, that'd be me.
So did Jay ever pay Craig back? I cannot tell you the amount of people just randomly walking up to me at PowerCon like, why haven't you given Jay back his money?
Yeah.
including Trevor from NECA. Like, hey, why don't you and Peter and Mondo, like everybody. Like almost everybody asked me why I haven't given Craig his money back yet. But I will say this. Yeah, let's wait till Steve Harvey decides, okay? I feel like you're going to see the turntables will turn on Wednesday, okay?
You're gonna regret everything and every unsub you ever had after Wednesday. Let me tell you.
But yeah. We're gonna anyways, I think this is a really cool line. And reviews incoming on the thing. And agreed, yeah, the dragons do have crossover appeal. And the turntables return. But anyway, it wasn't because everyone was just kind of in jest. Like it was more of just like the joke opener that people had. And it's really funny. During the Mondo panel, Mega J was there. And I did give Mega J the link, right? I make sure I gave it to him. Because Mega J is going to be jumping on at some point tonight. But Mega J closed out the Mondo panel by asking a question. It's like, so you're going to give me, where's my money, Jay? From our deal that went bad. So, oh man, I'm so sorry I didn't get to say hey to you. Maybe next time. There was, again, yeah, if I didn't have enough time or like it was a short conversation, I'm so sorry. But yeah, it was nuts. So many people. Craig was spending his Jay and Harvey money at PowerCon. We'll talk about it at some point, but we did get paid to appear on Steve Harvey too. So we got some sweet. My Steve Harvey money went to my Eternia playset, so that's what helped fund that.
Yeah, your Eternia place. Is that what you just said?
Oh my god. Johnny Cock, yay, Dad and Leonardo aren't actually fine. I just love that we can start calling Craig Nardo.
Yeah.
Nardo. Okay, what do you want to see next, Dole?
Let's go to those Dino Riders, Cryptozoic.
Oh yeah. Well, no, it's not Cryptozoic. It's Beasts of the Mesozoic was the first line. This one's called Cyberzoic.
I can't keep track, Jay.
But I gotta give credit to. Well, I knew of them, but when I was chatting with Trevor, he was like, "Hey, you gotta go see the Cyberzoic figure. It's like Dino Riders Reborn." And I was like, absolutely. So, went and checked them out, did the video with them. And the whole wave looks absolutely incredible. Where are you at, Vidya? But, where? I got too many damn things. Here we go.
What happens?
What?
What happened?
Here we go. But, yeah, just these, I've known about these for a while. Actually, I think Jacob has gotten some of these dinosaurs, hasn't he? I feel like I've seen him in his toy halls.
Yeah.
I think
he
so.
He must have.
I feel like the person I know that I think has gotten them is Jacob. So Jacob,
I think
either
he bought
confirm
them for his birthday at one point.
Yeah, I think he got them for his birthday for sure. Let's see. I didn't get to PowerCon, but I have a washer dryer follow me and tear up my shoulder. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Sean. Yes, I have a good bit of those. So there you go. Awesome. What I think was really cool about the figures done so far is that they're like they're almost like museum accurate dinosaurs. They're not like Jurassic Park dinosaurs, like
these are like fake fantasy ones.
Yes,
because they have feathers. We
right.
all know dinosaurs don't really have feathers.
They do.
Jacob's not on the show, Jacob, so he can't defend it. So...
I will defend.
Oh my god, why are you guys like this? Is it
because it's true? So but anyway,
Archaeopteryx had feathers. Okay, we all agree with that.
Yeah, chickens are dinosaurs. They're very closely related to T-Rexes, and they have feathers.
They're dinner. They're not dinosaurs. Dinner sores. That's what they are. Okay.
I was like, Collector AM, I am like an abused spouse. I was lied to. I was sad. My gossiping nature pushed me to share your beef. And after all that, I'm back here. Hey, listen, feedback has been heard. A group of people didn't like the whole beef. So again, Geek Dad Life is now strictly vegan, just like Jacob Walsh on his birthday. For Jacob's birthday, vegan.
Also,
no
I apologize for being such an amazing actor.
So also, can we say, David, we'd like to give props to our jacked friends. Also, really fit.
Everyone,
very fit.
We're all getting there. Us toy tubers need to like show up, right? That's how it goes.
But this Arctic dragon, which is kind of the main piece out of this line, is absolutely stunning.
Okay,
it's incredible.
I haven't seen that. I somehow missed that. That is ridiculous. That's so good.
Like all of
Did Todd walk by and like cry, like shed a tear? Like,
oh my God. Okay. So McFarlane had a booth, right? This is a tangent. They had a booth at PowerCon. They weren't showing anything new. Their whole booth's premise was giving away stuff.
That's what Brandon Whitmore, one of our listeners on both of our shows.
Yeah.
He messaged me saying the same thing. Because I asked, I was like, did anyone go talk to Todd? Did anyone ask?
Wasn't there.
But there was no one there. You could be like, hey, can I ask questions?
Nope. I think it was just, I didn't even do it because, so the had a consistent line because they were just the whole show giving away toys. You could just get back in line and get another thing. It's a random thing. So it was a Black Adam statue. All
the shit that's not selling because
pretty much. Okay. It was like tax write-off weekend for McFarlane at this thing, and they just kept giving and I thought they would run out because they're doing because the line for the McFarlane thing wound to the Mondo booth, like it went up to the Mondo booth. And so, like, when I was chatting with Peter and Hector on Friday, I was like, I wonder if they'll run out. But the whole show, they had enough to and keep giving them away the whole weekend.
So that is so wild. That's so unfortunate because it's such. They couldn't. They had a platform to be talking directly to collectors and fans. It's not just like I guess you can have that at San Diego as well. But man,
it was a charity drive, whatever it was, but they were just giving them away the whole time. So great tax write for them. But here's the other funny wrinkle on the McFarlane. They had a panel right before the Mondo panel, right? It was scheduled. They didn't show up for it. It just didn't happen.
Oh,
so there was just no McFarlane panel.
That's disappointing as well.
Yeah. So I don't know if they just got busy just giving away stuff all weekend and just couldn't even make it.
That's Gotham City Tonight thumbnail.
What?
McFarlane no shows PowerCon, even though he was there.
It's not a bad thing. I think it's great. I just thought it was funny. It was just such a. Right. I was like, oh, I wonder what they'll show. I was like, nope, they're just giving away toys all weekend, and they didn't do a panel, and that was it.
That's wild. Okay.
So okay, back to these dinosaurs. But yeah, this dragon is an absolute stunner. I think he was saying it's gonna be expensive. I think he said $200 was the price on this one, but it's huge.
You can
tons of
buy
paint.
this if it snows in your area for toy photos. If you're taking photos of this not in the snow, who are you?
Yep.
Take a deep look at yourself.
But
that's
they've
why
got these
saber-toothed tiger, also a great winter toy.
Yep.
What's the scale on that bad boy?
What for the
saber-toothed tiger?
I think scaled with the 4. These are the 4-inch scale figures.
Okay.
Human figures.
Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say if it was 6-inch scale saber-tooth, I would get that to go with my X-Men for a little bit of Kazar action.
So what I love what he's done with the armor is you can buy, it's like separate. You can buy the armor, you can buy the dinosaur, whatever. But he's like planned it out like if you already have some dinosaurs, this armor can fit on other dinosaurs that he's released so far, even not in this Cyber Zoic line.
That's sick.
And the armor can transform into a vehicle.
So they're pretty much giving us what we've kind of always been asking from another toy company.
Yes.
And they're just like, well, we can do it. And not only that, we can make it just as cool. I'm not going to try and say it's better, but I'm going to say it's just as cool.
Yeah. So it looks really cool, but then he has these, where are they at? We'll keep moving on here because you can watch this video. I don't want to like retread everything, but these the more organic style riders, their suits or mech suits or whatever that go on the dinosaurs kind of transform into other beasts. So this one transforms into this other kind of bone dinosaur. So a little bit of Bone Age action. And then this one was really cool. Where is it?
I'm losing my mind. This is so cool.
So this one transforms in this cool like bone bird thing.
Man. Jay, what are we gonna do with ourselves, man?
It's gonna be broke, is what it is. It's Dino Riders and the Bone Age. And yeah, it's a really cool line. It kind of takes the cool dinosaurs they were already doing and starts adding in humanoid figures, and the transforming ability of these suits for the dinos. And yeah, the harpoons, yeah. The little claws are swap out claws where their harpoons are like will shoot out and then latch onto things.
That's insane. Do you know what they need to do? One humanoid figure with at least one hammerhead shark head.
Ooh.
Just
okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Just one, right?
Yep.
Just because what was the Dino Riders had? Like they had their own snake men, like the Cobra style men, and then it was like the hammerhead, and I feel like there was the ant, right? With the talons?
Yeah. Yep.
Those were there's a fourth, I can't remember it. But if they do any of those kind of style heads for any of them, I think that would be just a fun little homage.
Agreed. I think they should. That's a great call. I said whenever I believe it's going to launch on Kickstarter in October. I said, well, whenever your Kickstarter, like, feel free to come on, talk about it, ask questions, whatever, live. Feel free to come on and chat about your stuff. One Six Shooter met them in real life this weekend. Like it just so many people.
That's cool.
IRL meets.
I love it.
But this one I'll go in real quick. Ace, Ramen Toys, a lot of great stuff. What wasn't there when I did my video, Flipor hadn't made his appearance yet, so we've near shipped it from the West Coast for the show, but he was there after that, and I gotta say, he's looking amazing. Flipor's looking great.
It looks so good. I started making my own Glory doll. By the power of glory. So I started making my own custom for that using a Motu Stone Cold Steve Austin head. And I I messaged Hatter and I was like, we need to make one of Jay called Lior.
I don't want that.
You're in your villain era. Own it.
I don't want to be a villain. I don't like it.
Well, it'd be like Fakor.
Fakor, that's actually, that's already taken. So
right. Well, it would just say it would be Jay but blue.
Yeah. But Flipor looks great. In conversation with him, I think they're trying to get around $40 a figure plus shipping. And I believe the MOQ would have to be around potentially 1,000 or something like that. So it's very doable. Like, it's a very doable figure, I think. Like a boutique Motu style figure.
I love it though. I love that this got made.
Yeah, exactly.
I love
Renders FX. I don't know if you hear. I know Renders, who's in the chat sometimes. He's the one that sculpted it. And yeah. Ooh, Shilor could be me.
Ooh, Shilor is good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't want to, Chris. Stop it. Because just wait till the Steve Harvey episode. That's all I'm saying.
Craig be open or?
Craig is open or. Craig's the buy then reseller.
Reseller.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay. So, but yeah, Ramen Toy. I mean, awesome stuff. Awesome. Oh, Ramen's in the chat. Perfect. Yeah, Ace. He was hopping all weekend. Great stuff. And yeah, hopefully, I know he wants the people are really talking about the Motu stuff that he did. And hopefully he's trying to get a license for it. So we'll see what happens on that front. So I hope it's hope that it's licensed instead of unlicensed.
Right.
Before. Yeah, exactly. Ramen, I mean, but I think what Ramen's done really well, even working outside of the licensing thing, is he just listens to what toy collectors want, and it's like, but that toy companies aren't doing, right? And that's where he kind of just fills in. He's like, oh, okay, you didn't like that head sculpt on that figure, well, I'll make another one that can fill that void. Or nobody's touching the mask license, I'll make mask-esque toys. Or
see, at first I was always kind of like, I felt a little weird about like kind of third-party stuff.
Yep.
Especially if they're making stuff that already is getting made.
Yep.
So I always feel a little weird about that. But I also am on the side of like, if a third party is going to make the things that nobody else is making that people want to get, I'm cool with it.
Yep.
Right? Yep. Like if no one else is going to make them, then yeah. If they're not doing it, do it yourself. Right?
Yeah.
It's one of those
well, that's why I think he's felt like they're not doing anything with those licenses, so he's making stuff happen.
Right.
And I think the response has been really positive to that. So, kudos to Ramen for rocking it. And yeah, the mask stuff, the Brave Star stuff, it's all looking so.
Oh God, the Brave Star stuff looks so. I've never been attracted to a horseman with cybernetic limbs as much as I was this weekend.
Anyways, kudos Ace. I think we'll hopefully see each other again at Spielwarenmesse in Germany coming up. So I think he's trying to be there. I think pretty much confirmed I'll be in Germany again next year. And
awesome. I hope you get the same reception as you did last year.
What, being rejected by every single
YouTuber? Get out of here! You're not real.
Out. You're not welcome here.
No,
but you know what though? If Ace was there, I feel like he'd be the one person to welcome me in Germany.
Yeah, that's well, that and Mattel. You and Mattel are like best friends now.
Yes, Mattel and I are, but the European Mattel team doesn't necessarily always. It was like a telephone game when I was there, and they still didn't really like me all that much.
American.
And I got COVID when I went. Then I did. So I forgot I got COVID. But anyway, I did think I got some more super chats here. Collector, I did that one. Okay, yeah. McFly Toys, $5 super chat. Thank you, McFly. Any insight on what Mattel means by finishing the vintage O line on creations? We talking all vintage? How you place a vehicle slime hit or just the fix? I think it's more. Again, I don't know. This is just what I understand of the situation as it is right now. They're gonna finish out the vintage line on creations, right? Because there's still vintage ones that haven't hit yet. But in retail, they're doing that Filmation style stuff. But there's still going to be vintage style figures as part of those waves. Like I think they're re-releasing Triclops and some other things. So I don't think it necessarily means there'll never be another vintage in retail. It's just the focus is going to be this new Filmation style in retail. They'll still probably put some maybe re-releases of vintage figures there. And they'll make sure that the rest of the vintage line is also part of Creations set. So they fulfill the promise of getting all of the vintage style figures. So that's how I'm reading the situation.
So he was right.
Makes sense.
It's canceled. So he was right. It's canceled.
It's not no. No.
I'm just kidding.
All right, what do you want to see next?
Those cool women of the casket.
Oh yeah, let me pull those up. I think Colleen made a post on the old Geek Dead Life website. Hold on.
Those came out of nowhere, and I like original IP stuff. As much as I love my nostalgia spots, getting a massage.
So they're called
Give me some new stuff.
They're called here, we pull it up. They're called Gravestone Guardians.
That's such a cool name. Why can't I keep remembering that? Because it's so good. Right? These are awesome.
But I will say the first figure you get at PowerCon was $300.
Oh, never mind. I'm not collecting these.
But for my it's the prototype edition. So I'm guessing it's a pretty limited run, probably almost bespoke action figure.
Right.
Maybe to fund a actual more normal release figure.
It was this and Dragonor where I was like, I need a cartoon of this today. Have you ever seen like some guys like they just throw up their animation stuff and there's like what was it? I should try to find. There's like one about a ninja rabbit.
Yeah.
There's another one like space mustangs or something like that.
Yeah.
They're just, but it should be done in that style. But it looks very like I said, I love having my nostalgia back rub.
Yep.
But I want new stuff, even if it's done in a classic style.
Yep.
And I think these fit that bill.
So just to put it out, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they only made 5 of these figures, so that's why I think it'll probably have a more reasonable price. Whenever that happens.
Vamp Symphony is such a great name.
Absolutely. And again, having the what is it? The Monster High people doing this figure and this series.
Oh, well, that makes so much more sense now too. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
So yeah, I don't know. It just has a lot of promise. It looks really cool. And it does it hits the mark. And it kind of fills I think there's demand out there for kind of Princess of Power style or at least look figures, right?
Well, people are still demanding it just for origins and all that stuff, right? Like so this makes total sense and plus anything new like this, because there wasn't enough of this in the 80s and stuff to begin with. And like it's funny, like even as like, white cis dude who grew up in the 80s, there's still that nostalgia for the pink aisle.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. Like just also from having an older sister. There's that nostalgia that's there from.
Or even just like, I don't know, when we were growing up, like pink was, boys wore pink too. There's hot pink, neon pink. We had all the colors, man.
That's true. We just took everything. That really is what we did.
I had so much like pink, purple, like all the good colors. I mean,
well, yeah, look at your logo.
Right, exactly. Like the Geek Dad Life color scheme is representative of that kind of late 80s, early 90s,
Yep. I love it.
To the max.
I really hope they go crazy with like rideable vehicles. Like I want them to make their own horses and dragons and seahorses and anything else you could think of. Plus, I want to know more about the lore, like just the name and the look of everything, and the fact that they show all the characters on the back of the card in the shape of a casket.
Yes,
had me just like, this is. But now, like when you say Monster High, this totally fits that bill. But this is just like, this is so cool. I like these kind of, I like these fantasy action hero style, like especially when it starts to get creepy and dark and Halloween style. That's where it like, that's my go-to.
Yep. Derek Hoover, we need more Lisa Frank colors, and I agree. Like just give it. Well, I remember Gecko. Like we had the geckos, the pants, and the short. Anyways, great colors, all the colors.
Right.
All right. What else do you want to talk about? We can't hit everything. Any other things?
I'm just trying to think. I think those were the big ones I really wanted to hit.
How about the chat? Where do you want to go in the chat? Anybody?
Chat. We're giving you a moment.
A moment like this.
Battle Armor Dad mentions Golden Girl.
Oh, because that was that original, almost like knockoff She-Ra.
I know that, but it was just kind of like, but I was surprised there hasn't been anything where I'm surprised that hasn't been brought back yet. Oh yes, Awok Village confirmed. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about Awok. Got a chance to chat with the owner or the creator, Jason of Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, the whole crew there. Derek. They were all super.
Oh, hang on. Was Fresh Monkey Fiction there?
They were, and that was one I didn't get to shoot a video with them, and I'm sure tell me where the pictures are for that. I'll pull those up as well.
Yeah, that's Longbox Heroes, isn't it?
The Longbox Heroes, they had like prototypes there. They're looking so good, Ryan.
But Otter wasn't there.
Good. I don't think so. Otter, if you were there and I missed you, I'm sorry. Like there were so many people. Like I got to hang with Dan Larson for a little bit, but like Pixel Dan, I got to like say hi in passing almost. I didn't really get to spend it because he was busy all weekend. Tried to meet Robo, but he was like, it was just nonstop conversations all weekend.
Right. That's fair. That's totally
fair. But anyway.
Yes. AWOC Village.
What's your thoughts on Animal Warriors of the Kingdom? I know I've got into it more recently. Yes. But what's your perspective on it?
So I discovered Animal Warriors of the Kingdom through toying around. Kevin was getting them.
Yes.
And that's why I looked them up and I was like, these look so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially the bigger apes, the bigger deluxe apes.
Yep.
Those to me are just like some of the coolest looking things I've ever seen. And it's one of those things again where it's like, if I get into this is just something else is going to have to go.
It's over.
And I don't know what would have to go. Right. But these are so cool. Like the world building in this, like, again, because I love world building. I love it more than anything.
Yes.
And this does that. Plus another thing that's very important to me now, like it's always been important to me, but something I've just become just more vocal about that's important to me is, does it spark my imagination? When I see these characters, am I already making up my own head canon of who they are?
Yes.
Who is my Mary Sue in this bunch of heroes? Like, who do I see myself as? Just by looking, or who would I want to be by looking at them? Right.
Yep.
And that's what this line does for me, where I would actually want to like play with, like, open them up, go under the Christmas tree and make a fort out of the presents that are under there and start making scenes, right? Like this is what that does to me.
Yep.
And I think that's why I love them.
Well, and that's, I told Jason that because I agree 100% because there's comics. There's like all this lore is being built out. Friends of the channel, highly articulated. Brick's something they do like is it weekly or bi-weekly? I think Brick's here, you can let us know. But on their channel, kind of going into the lore and all that kind of stuff. And there's like really deep lore that you can already get into. But for me, I haven't even read a comic yet. And your point is exactly correct because you don't even, or they put so much thought into the design of these characters that you just instinctually know or just have a feeling for who these guys are, who's the good guys, who's the bad guys, or even maybe it doesn't matter. You can make your own stories. And that's what I love so much about toys from our youth was a lot of times, unlike kids today, Turtles would come on maybe every afternoon or maybe only on Saturdays or any of these other shows. Like we catch it on TV when it was on TV. Maybe we had a VHS tape with a couple episodes on it. But in between, we were making our own stories and making our own headcanon. Or maybe never saw an episode and we just had these toys because they were cool. We made our own stories with them. And what he captures with these is that, like, I'm just creating my own adventures with these in my head. Because they're so well thought out and the designs are so engaging and captivating. And that's why I think makes this line such a special treat in the era of modern toys.
Right. I think the one thing it does need more female characters. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think Wave 5, he didn't have the Wave 5 adds the female bucks to the line.
Right. But I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, 100%.
I always like to see just more. I just like to see more variety.
Mm-hmm.
Again, world building, right?
Absolutely.
And it's funny. I'm not even collecting these, but I'm already like, this is what I want to see.
Yeah.
Because I just enjoy looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, like, this, like right now, like, because I can't just start getting into these, like, I now do the adult equivalent of just staring at the back of the package.
Yes.
When you buy like a new Turtle or a new G.I. Joe or whatever, and they would always have just this gallery of toys. characters, and you sit there and kind of go, oh, I want that one. You circle it. I'd love to get that one. That's what I'm doing this weekend, more or less.
Yeah.
With all of this, this is what it feels like. But I love these. These are just so cool, dude.
Yeah. And so just the thought that's being put into them. And like, so, John, Hero Sorcerers and Toys and Collectibles is an official vendor for them. So if you want to, buy from him, he had all of these figures, or I bought all of mine from John personally. But I love how not only are they selling on Entertainment Earth or whatever, but they're trying to get to your local toy shops as well. So you can just go into a store, hold them in your hand, and buy them.
And just like Gravestone Guardians, this also would make for a great animated series. If not, just like Spider-Verse, an animated cinematic trilogy.
Yeah. Ooh.
Right? Or just like or what Turtles is doing too, where it's doing this is where Turtles is doing things exactly how I would do them if I had an IP for something like this.
Yep.
You do an animated movie, you do it stylized, you make it stand out, then you do an animated series to fill in the time it takes between movies. Because animated movies take 2 to 3 years to do.
Yep.
That's 3 seasons. Yep. And then you could actually take the series to lead into another movie. I'm doing a pitch for AWOC movie right now, by the way, everyone. And
well, I mean, it's how long is it going to take till the next Spider-Verse? 10 years? You got plenty of time, Doyle.
Yeah, it's indefinite. I think it was said in Variety. So I mean, we got plenty of time. We're all good to go. And but I would love nothing more than to see that, because this to me just screams like, and again, like, it doesn't have to. I know there's laws now about like making cartoons like a half-hour, like a toy commercial.
Yeah,
but look, you can always introduce more vehicles, more deluxe figures, new characters. You can introduce all of that, so that, let's say a new character hits in second season, you have to do one more season before the movie. Think about how cool it will be for kids, or even us adults, right?
Yep.
Where we're just like, whoa, I can't wait to see this character on the big screen. And I think that's like things like this, because people are looking for new IPs. I think just in general, like, I'm not talking about studio execs to make money off of, which I'm sure they are too.
Yeah, right.
But I believe us as an audience, we've seen like, no offense to Spider-Man, but we've seen 1,000 Spider-Man movies.
Sure. Yep.
MCU, okay, we've done it. We've seen it almost at this point, even though I still think they got more stories to tell if they can just tell them better.
Yep.
But this is stuff we should be embracing and diving into and building this kind of stuff here. Like, this is just, I know people are going to compare it to Turtles. People who don't collect this stuff or know about it are going to compare it to Turtles right off the bat, because it's animals. But once they see it, like, I mean, there's no reason they can't do this PG-13.
No, I agree.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, again, it is a world where we're so you're right, so desperate for fresh IP, and this is a fresh IP. It's fresh,
right? I have nostalgia exhaustion. is what I have.
I agree. Yeah.
Right? Like, I do, and it's just like, and that's why I want it. Like, if we're gonna bring back old franchises, like, I'm gonna plug Ghostbusters here. Look what Afterlife did. They rebuilt the foundation. We can now go new places.
Yep.
Right. Yep. And I'm cool with, and that's, to me, that's like, if you're gonna bring back something, don't just retread. I'm looking at you, Force Awakens, right? Like, let's just not. I just don't want a bunch of member berries.
Yes.
But I also want something completely new to love and get attached to and enjoy. And I think this, and again, I don't even know anything about Gravestone Guardians other than the back of the package has a shape of a coffin. But I'm already just like, I already want to see this. And same with AWOC. That's been from the get-go. I know no one's heard me really talk about it or geek about it until today. And that's only because I'm trying not to work myself into a shoot into buying these.
I think you just need to, bite the bullet and
just get one, right? Just get one.
Just get one.
Just get one.
It's a big deal. No big deal. Just buy one.
Right. But I love these. I love these.
I'm trying to find
hyena dude.
I know, right? And he has his articulated jaw, which is really cool. If anybody where can I find images of Fresh Monkey Fiction long box? Because they had them there, and Toy News Eye only has the monster dudes.
Because there's those monster dudes as well.
Yeah, I'll pull those up in a second. But nostalgia's great, but some new hotness is always welcome. AWOC really seems to tap the nostalgia feels while giving us something exactly. And in talking with them they're also trying to work on bringing in other IP too. So they could. I mean, I have no idea, but people's like, oh, this would look great with Thundercats or whatever. Like, it'd be cool.
You know what it would be good? You know what it would work really well with?
What?
Battle Beasts.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to shut up.
Come on. We want an AWOC version of this. 100% we do. We all look how I just pull this shit out every time I'm on the show. Like, remember these? Remember these, everybody? So good. Give us this. I want an elephant, though. I want an AWOC elephant. 100%.
Yeah. No, I agree. So that's all I'll say. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
The Fresh Monkey Fiction. This is their original series. I believe it was cover story for Blake's third issue or one of the issues, I think. But Monster Force, and they had some Paint Masters, and again another new line that they're adding, and it looks this one's another really cool looking new series.
Is that a Sasquatch with a Gatling gun?
Yeah, that is. Or yeah, an ape, Sasquatch, whatever. Yeah.
Why do they do this to me? What? There's too much cool stuff, and there's too many people that are creative and talented.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing it. I just love seeing it. It just makes me so happy.
Agreed. Let's see. I got another super chat here. I got a couple other super chats. I don't want to miss any of these. Hedgehog, $2. Has a great series. Read the comics. Yep.
That's for AWOC, I believe.
Yep, AWOC. Yep. And again, Brick Something does a video with Highly Articulated. Please check that out if you haven't yet.
Yeah, Highly Articulated does some really great stuff. So does Brick Something. Yeah, so
they both do.
Out, everyone.
Nacelle's creating animated shared universe. Yep, exactly. Cowboys of Moo Mesa was their big reveal.
Yeah, I called it on Toy Anxiety.
You did.
I'm number one. See, when I say something's confirmed, folks.
Except for that one time.
I had to get it. Well, out of all my tries for the last few years, I had to get one, right?
Yeah, Cosmic Legions. Can I just say, the Four Horsemen booth was it was pandemonium. It was like the Hasbro booth at Comic-Con. They like just
they give it out stuff too, or like...
no, just selling like their exclusives. Like it was just
they don't need to do tax write-offs. They just go.
No, it was like it was a line around the block almost. Like it was crazy. Like they had a it was so neat how this show had, I'm calling them the mid majors, like NECA, Super 7, Four Horsemen, that they're not the $1 billion companies, but they're bigger than like independent companies. And then you had all these great independent or smaller toy makers there. And then you had all these industry people, like former Kenner employees, and
see, that's why I want to go for that too. Just kind of pick their brain about Batman, because I don't.
Oh, sure.
Those who don't know, I do another show called Gotham City Tonight where I just dork out about Batman for an hour.
And then the toy tubers there, and then just having really good vintage or just good toy dealers. And I put in the title, I was like, is this now the best toy show or toy convention in the States? And I honestly, I'm going to say it is, because not only is it great to go buy toys at, because there was just so many, I'll talk about it more in After Dark, but there was just so many great toy dealers with good stuff, not the same crap you've seen 1,000 times, good stuff. And then you had toy tubers there, you had industry people there, and you had independent people. They're just starting out, right? And then you had these smaller toy companies getting to show their wares to everybody there. And then you had these, mid-major companies like Super 7, NECA, Mondo, Four Horsemen, all in the same building. And not only that, but it was spacious. It was comfortable. It didn't feel, I love San Diego Comic-Con. I've been going for nearly 20 years, but that's an insane vibe. And this had just a nice pace, and everyone was really,
you sounded very busy.
It was, but Comic-Con's like this, and you're just kind of like try and get it. It was very comfortable as a space. I don't know, it was awesome. It was really awesome. And thank you, Brian Carr, for pointing this out. $5 super chat. Thank you. The Cat's Lair in person, I saw it at Comic-Con. This thing looked super big in that without the kind of everything overwhelming the Super 7 space. It just kind of being out in the open, that Cat's Lair looked even bigger. I was like,
that's insane.
Oh God.
I want to do one quick shout about the Cat's Lair. I want everyone to, after today, tomorrow morning, first thing you do, you're going to go onto YouTube. You're going to go onto Mad Hatter's channel. You're going to go onto the video where he calls his mom.
Yes.
To tell her that he bought a Cat's Lair. And it is the most adorable thing you'll ever watch. And it'll start your day off just right.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll feel good about the world. It is absolutely wonderful. Everyone, please check that out.
Agreed. Everything he does is great, but that was a really fun one. I believe it'll probably similar dates, August sometime next year.
Yeah, maybe if we went, Craig, we wouldn't have to ask these questions.
But yeah, it was a ton of fun. NECA unveiled the sewer. I mean, they've shown it before, but they unveiled the price $299 for the sewer layer. Doyle, what's your thoughts on the price tag? A lot of pushback, or at least it's like, $300.
Well, it's $300 plus it's, what is that called when you can connect them? What's the term?
Modular.
Yeah. Correct?
Yes.
So even if you wanted to have like the 3 rooms, that's $900.
Yeah. Little spendy.
It's a little spendy.
Wait, when you got that Cat's Lair, which you can actually live in.
It's true.
All in $800.
That's true. I didn't. Yeah, you're right. Like I don't know what to. I honestly don't, because I have no skin in that game.
Sure. Me neither. I'm not. I not even in that. Yeah.
So I just want everyone to now consider this. If you want NECA to do a Technodrome, this will give you an idea of how much that will cost.
And again, love what NECA is doing with the Turtle line. Trevor's
the layer looks amazing. I also want to point that out.
Yeah. But for me, but the Toon stuff is amazing. Like you point, the Archie comic stuff is amazing. But I would personally, prefer a Super 7 style, more toy style Technodrome big playset instead of a Toon style Technodrome. That's me, where I would like to go.
I don't even know where they would start on a Toon style Technodrome because it has zero consistency.
Yeah, it's true. But maybe that's kind of liberating because you can kind of do whatever you want.
I guess that's true. As long as it has the things that you saw in the cartoon, it's really all we're looking for in a Toon style Technodrome. That big screen that Craig yes. that Krang looks like. Craig looks at.
Can someone make a Craig's face, but in the Krang brain?
Just give the
Studio Heads. You're really good at Photoshop. Can you make that real quick?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I personally I don't do the Toon Turtles. But I do think $300 is a lot, especially to your point. If you get 3, that's a lot of money. So I don't blame people for wanting to.
But if anyone let's put it this way, if you're only collecting Toon Turtles,
yeah, then you have to get it, right?
Nothing else.
Yes. Yeah.
Then please buy all of them.
Yeah.
And take pictures.
Yeah.
And show us.
Yep. Yeah. I think it's if you're all in on the Toon line, you need it. even though that's a pretty steep, Toon Turtle tax.
Right. It is. Yes.
Love this Bricks on the $5 super chat here. PowerCon is what happens when we pause on Hasbro and Mattel for a second. There's a whole world of indie toys out there, Four Horsemen, Spero, etc., for the win. Brick, you're 1,000% right. Correct. I think that's what made this show so refreshing, is that it allowed everybody else to have the floor. And even more so, like even beyond just the NECAs and the super, like it was great. They were there and they had cool stuff, but it was just, to me, the stars of the show were those smaller.
Not the big two.
Exactly.
And I still think it would be kind of fun. Like, let's say Ryan and Dan from Legends.
Yeah.
Marvel Legends line.
Mm-hmm.
If they just showed up as just patrons.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that would be like super cool just to have them there just to see what it like. Well, it's kind of I Spy a little bit, but at the same time, like, just be there. You're part of the toy industry too. It'd actually be kind of fun to have them as like just not like panel hosts. Like imagine Ryan Ting was hosting a panel for Turtles. Like I could see it happening because he collects them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I think that would be a lot of fun to see that, to be honest. Just to kind of
Absolutely.
Come down Mount Olympus for 1 minute.
Well, Mattel, like they were a big part of it when it was in Anaheim, and it shifted away from just being. And the thing is, a lot of people criticize Val for moving away from the Motu focus for the con, and I feel like this is the second year in Columbus, Ohio. And I feel like this show is kind of like it allows Val to be vindicated, because I feel like this was I had been to it when it was the Motu Con, and it was great, and I had a great time. But this was better. This was better on so many levels.
I can't wait to go next year.
There's
no Star Wars Celebration next year, so I'm doing.
Is Tokyo? Yeah, is Tokyo next year?
2025.
Okay, good. I got time. That's the one I want to go to, Tokyo.
Yeah, we're going to have videos of you and I toy hunting in Japan and watching Craig not know what to do. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait.
Yeah, no, totally agree. But let's see. Maybe GDL hosts an independent or only award show parallel to the Jeffries. Maybe call it something pretentious, the Le Dole Awards.
Le Plastique Awards.
Well, I think this year, Craig wants to expand the red carpet show. I know a lot of the industry people want to be a part of the red carpet show next year for the Jeffries. So
that's wild, because the Jeffries, when Craig and I first did it. Because again, it was just Craig and I.
Yeah.
It was just a thing where we're like, let's just do it. And it's we're like going into what, year 3, year 4?
Again, being around a lot of toy companies, was like Jeffries is now it is a known quantity in the toy world.
So be in it to win it, folks. Be in it to win it.
Sarcastic. Craig's settlement will pay for his trip to Japan.
Not after he pays his lawyer.
Craig sued me for $3,400? You'll get to see how it plays out this Wednesday.
For what?
He's suing me for $3,400. The whole
Craig
him asking for a refund.
Worth, clearly.
He's full of crap. He didn't ask for a refund. He's suing me for the money he thought he could get by reselling the thing that I was going to sell to him.
You know what? If we decided that I was going to take sides, because we were going to do, I'm going to just bring this up because we thought we were going to talk about at the end of the show. Yeah. We'll finish up with this. I was like, there's 2 ways I could make it worse for either person.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, if I wanted to make things worse for Jay, I could take Craig's side, take away any context, and be like, I bought something off Jay and he still hasn't sent it.
That's right. Someone sent you your Wolverine.
But the context behind that is, I said, go do your conventions, right? Which was San Diego PowerCon. And once you're settled and get your life back together, then send it. I'm in no rush. But if I left that part out and just said, I paid Jay forever ago, he's never sent me a damn thing. So he owes me two. I could have just made it worse.
Yeah.
And then on the opposite of Craig's side, if I want to take your side, I could be, so you left no paper trail. You only talked on the phone. And if anyone knows Craig, he only talks on the phone when he's driving. So that means he wasn't paying attention in the first place. So clearly there was a miscommunication somewhere, and I guarantee you Jay is in the right.
Well, hey, listen. Abby is one of his witnesses, so you just have to see how it plays out.
Gonna have to see how it plays
Wednesday,
out. I'm just saying, if I wanted to do a whole bigger thing earlier on where I quit toy anxiety over this and do this show every Sunday and have John quit because John being a toy dealer doesn't like how Jay did it, and he goes to toy anxiety. We were gonna like do a whole thing where like the co-hosts swap, the whole thing. I wanted to like really get into it.
Oh my God! ABC Wednesday night. Beefs will be settled.
Beefs will be settled.
Let's see. Hold on. Where is it at? Yeah, here it is. Craig versus Jay.
That kills me. I don't know.
Judge Steve Harvey, and that's, if you look in the background, that is Abby there on the big screen right next to Steve Harvey, because she tested positive for COVID right before we were gonna go live. And so we'll do a post stream somewhere or something, and we'll talk about it because it was just an insane couple days in Atlanta. But anyway, so this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC, so national TV. But if people are asking, where can you stream it? If you have the abc.com, I think you can stream live TV from there if you have like a cable, or if you have somebody with a cable email or something.
If you are Canadian and want to stream it, you can get it through Amazon, like through Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can stream it through there, but then it's like a separate streaming service through that called Stacked, I believe, or something, it'll tell you. But you can have your free trial for a month, watch that episode if that's the only thing you're going to watch from that streaming service, and then you can just cancel it, because that's what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to watch Craig and Jay, and then I'm going to cancel it because there's nothing else I need to watch on it. But that's how you do it in Canada if you're looking to watch it in Canada.
But it'll also be on Hulu like the following day. So, anyway, no, it's real. This is all real.
Yeah, this part's real.
This is we're gonna be on Judge Steve Harvey on national TV on Wednesday at 8:00.
Insane. What's happening?
Jamie Vaughn, wait, Steve Harvey has a judge show. Time to delete the internet from house. He does.
For now.
It's and it is a real TV show. It's gonna be on TV. And we should be fun. Okay. That's it. We got After Dark coming after this. Gonna share my hauls. Got some insane stories.
I'm gonna do some. If you want a preview of Tuesday, you can see my toy hauls tonight behind the paywall of $5. So just
$5 is all it takes to be a patron. It's a lot of fun. Why are you guys fighting? We're not fighting over Abby. You just have to watch. You got to see who wins. And Allison, I'll give you the floor. Steve Harvey is not funny. I will. There you go. But Judge Harvey is on Hulu.
Once, she'll show up in the chat.
Yeah, exactly. If you mention him,
shows up in your mirror. He's not funny.
Two Guys Talking Toys. Jay, can you sue Doell for trying to steal your family?
Well, you're gonna have to tune in to Geek Dad Life After Dark.
That's because Colleen's joining us for After Dark, so that'll be a lot of fun. It was so surreal filming it, because it's not like other reality shows where like, it was a bad take, let's do it again. No, it's pretty much filmed live, so there's no second takes or anything. And there was just so many moments that I'm watching everything unfold, and I'm like watching a TV show that I'm laughing at, but I'm actually in the TV show being filmed. It was really trippy. But anyway,
we should do Toy Tubers Family Feud.
I agree. Ooh, I love that. It's that judge studio, the courthouse is the same stage where they do the Family Feud. So they tear that all down and then they do Family Feud.
How many is on a team
stage.
for Family Feud?
What?
How many is on a team for Family?
Like 5, I think.
5. So it'd be 4 on Toy Anxiety.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna call.
Who's your plus one?
Yeah, Dan Larson.
You can't take Dan Larson.
Why not?
I had him first.
I'm
wearing his shirt.
But hey man, he's part of the Left Behind SDCC team. That's just how it goes. That's just that's.
There's no script. It was just our case, and we had to argue our case in front of Steve
Pixel Dan, Mad Hatter. Who's your 5th?
I don't know. There's a lot. Toy Connections, maybe Ken.
No,
Toy Sorceress.
Women, hey? No,
yeah, we got Toy Sorceress. Maybe bring Toy Sorceress in the action.
There it is.
Anyways,
I'd pay for that.
That'll be fun. Wednesday. All right, we're getting out of here. After dark, come hang out. I got a lot of halls to share. Doyle has some halls to share. We have some crazy stories, Colleen and I, to share about the week. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Again, thank you, everybody that said hi this weekend. It was unreal. Getting to meet so many of you all in real life. It's being a part of this community, being here with you all is one of my favorite things that I get to do. But actually getting to do that IRL is something that I find incredibly special. So thank you, everybody that I got to say hi to in real life. And until next time, hasta luego. Take Toy Guru as your 5th. Hasta luego. And goodbye. Take care, everybody.